This is a video log on my feedback and annotations on the camera and lighting task. Um, what we had to do was get images and animate using the 3D camera that's in After Effects. I have done this before and have knowledge of using the 3D camera, and so it was uh, good fun for me to do, to revisit and pick up the pace with using the 3D camera after using it before and knowing what to do. And it was a lot more of a, I'd say, quicker process, but it is a very long video, so it did very long animation, so it did take me a long time to actually finish this one. The actual animation is 3 minutes and 15 seconds. 3 minutes 15 seconds and 7 frames to be precise. But I'm not going to play it all now like I did normally, play it and then discuss it. I'm going to play it, and as I'm playing it I'm going to talk about it. So I'll start playing it now. So with this, the idea of this is determination. So in this animation we're going from here and then we go up into the sky and up into space, and we keep on going, and the idea with determination of keep on going and keep moving forwards and going towards your goal. And the idea of it is going from Earth to our solar system, which is where we are now, out of our solar system to out of our galaxy, to out of the supercluster of galaxies, to then out of our universe, passing multiple universes, and so far out to big bangs, because big bangs do happen all the time, constantly. Theory is that every time a human blinks on our planet, on Earth, a big bang has happened. So they happen continuously, uh, daily, and well, secondly, really, that a couple of seconds a big bang's happened. Um, and then after that we get to the point of past the Big Bang, where past the creation of planets, to the point where we've kind of, there's nothing there, it's all just stars. And with that, with the Big Bang, it's kind of that thought with the Big Bang's creating planets and life form, if there was life form. It's like you're standing there with God. And the idea with animation being that you're playing God, you can create your own environments, characters, your own world, pretty much could do anything with animation, and that you have that kind of playing God. And with this, the determination, obviously, being keep moving forward, and also the fact with the knowledge that we have with space, the scientists have kind of been so determined with their curiosity of, of physics and space and planets and all of the kind of planetary, uh, not astrology, but the kind of like the study of space science, that with their determination that we now know all this, and the idea of using space represents their determination to their theories and accomplishing their theories and finding out all this information of where we come from. And the other thing with this one, if you notice now, is that we're now back in our solar system and on the way back, but we haven't actually turned round and gone back. We've still carried on going. Throughout this whole thing we've just gone forward, and the theory is that if you left Earth and kept on going forwards, so so if you left Earth and get to going forwards, eventually, after years and years and years and years and years, you will actually end up back in the same spot but on the opposite side. So if you left from the right side of Earth, you'll end up eventually at the left side of Earth. And the theory is that you just end up back where you were eventually. If you're going from A to B, you never end up at B. You end up back at A. And the idea of that kind of loop is like with determination, where you can feel like it's just the same, and it just keeps looping and looping and looping, and that sometimes you do so much work with the determination can do so much work and gets you work towards goals, it gets you closer to any goal you have. But then you can kind of get that feel of I feel like I'm getting nowhere, when you more likely will be if you are with the determination. And also with determination, like I said before, with the first task we did, how that you can have that sudden drop. So the idea that sometimes something looping or feels like it's the same thing over and over again is something quite an upsetting thought, quite upsetting and not a nice thought really. So the idea that sometimes it can drop and something you just lose determination, and the idea of the loop is that as well. And that's the meaning behind the animation. I'm really happy with it. I'm really happy to do a sci-fi animation or do something space and sci-fi, because I am into them, and with making films, it's something I've never actually really touched on, making something including space. So that was really good, and I really enjoyed it, and had a lot of enthusiasm to do this one, because there's a lot more freedom like the other experimental tasks, and I was able to kind of take the audience on a journey about 15 billion light years away. So at this point, when at this point where we go out of the galaxies, then we turn around and we're looking back at the galaxies, and then we come out of the galaxies and we're looking at the supercluster. And at this point we're about 15 billion light years away. So within this animation, within 1 minute and 56 seconds and 10 frames, we're now out of our universe. This is an image that I found that is my representation of what I think the universe would look like. So you've got this little cluster of galaxies, and this is something that some people don't know, that there are apparently the theories saying that that the universe is out there. But the fact that with animation I was able to take the audience 15 billion light years away, or however far we are, and even, showing that to the audience. I think some people don't really know what we know about space, and it is kind of also an educational thing as well, so you can see really how small a human actually is, really, and how small our planet is compared to space, which was something new to take on with animation, is having an educational purpose to it instead of fun and creativity, and being asked to do something including that, is that it's taken a different form of education.